Well, mine says we can build dreams. You just can't see me. Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are live. We're going to give this just a quick second because we want to make sure that everybody gets an opportunity to get on here. Many of you probably know who I am, but I'm just going to reintroduce myself just in case you have no clue who you're looking at. This is Tisha Spencer. And, I go live when I have something to say, when there's something important going on. And me and this gentleman on the other side of the screen right here, Mr. Alfonso LaRue, he is out in New York right now. And we was having a conversation about using this business, entrepreneurial lines to basically fuel our dreams. And we was having such a great conversation, we decided to go ahead and make this an actual live. So I'm going to let Alfonso introduce himself to the world.
Hey, everybody. What's going on? My name, again, is Alfonso LaRue. I'm coming from New York, Orange County, New York. I'm in law enforcement, detective with NYPD. Been doing that for going on 17 years. And in the past, a little bit over 2 years now, been in this business, building my business, and loving life. Loving it. Let's go.
Well, it's good to love, So, some of the things that we're going to talk about, one of the things we're going to talk about first is the power of the travel and entrepreneurship. So most questions that we generally get is, why did we decide to become an entrepreneur? So I'm going to let you go first and let the world know why you decided to do entrepreneurship and why travel.
Okay, so the reason why I decided to do entrepreneurship is I think it's the best way out. Even though being on a job for 17 years and everything like that, it's a ceiling, right? The only way I could make more money is I gotta work longer hours, or I have to get promoted, gotta climb up the ranks. And even if I work more hours, climb up the ranks, get promoted, there is still a ceiling that I will always hit. And being an entrepreneur, the sky's is the limit. You could reach however high you want to reach when it comes down to whatever your goals are. And joining this business was the best opportunity that I pretty much was looking for. I've been through different other similar businesses and everything, and the concept of it, I ain't like. It ain't make sense to me at that time. It was probably two businesses that I dibble and dabble in, and at that time, it wasn't for me. It ain't make sense for me. So what happened was, I left it alone. I'm like, one day something going to come by that is going to make sense to me because I know it's out there. Everybody is doing something. People is making money hand over fist, not working a clock. There's something out there for me. And one day, a friend of mine was going to meet up with, somebody in this business, pretty much my sponsor. He was meeting up with him. And I was like, yo, I want to tag on with you. Let me come with you. He was like, all right, bet. Went, saw the presentation. I was like, ding. Wait a minute. I think I got something. And they started talking and started showing me, listen, you can make money and travel and save. I was like, oh, I found my plan B. Where do I sign up? And right after that presentation was done, boom, I contact my sponsor. I was like, yo, I'm signing up right now. He was surprised, right? I never knew him. I ain't know him. I was there with my boy, which we had a mutual. He was a mutual friend, right? So I was there with my boy. I ain't know him. So it was like, yo, I gotta sign up with you. How do I sign up? He was like, oh, this is what you do. I'm like, bet. Say no more. I'm in there. And lo and behold,
that light bulb hit, huh?
that light bulb hit. It was definitely like, yo, you got this. This is
You know,
where it's at.
one of the things you said that's really important is that you found something that you loved and you enjoy. You know, as people talk about entrepreneurship, you're right. There are a lot of things out there that people can do, but it's more important to do something that you're actually interested in and that you actually love, because that's the only way you're going to really find that financial freedom and all that flexibility that comes along with having your own business. Now, guys, both of us still work full-time jobs. You know, I work for the federal government right now, and as you heard him, he works for the police, so that means that he can find you. But we use this business to be able to get ourselves towards the next level of success. Now, for both of us, success is going to be something that is different because he has a different type of life than I do. Like, I'm single, no kids. He is married with kids. So his level of success and mine might be different, but I can tell you that for me, when it comes to the travel business, especially going through the pandemic and still being in the business, is that travel is booming. It actually started booming during the pandemic. It started moving very slowly, but I can tell you this much. I'm a cruise head, and we have the most amount of new ships that are going to be out to sea in the next 5 to 10 years. I forgot the actual number. I think it's like 20 something ships across the board are going to be debuting over the next 5 to 10 years, you know. And for me, I focus on more of group travel, luxury travel, but I use travel as a way not to only to bring income into my household, but to also to be able to share experiences with people, for people to create those experiences and those memories. But, you know, talking about memories, let's talk about, when it came down to this business, what is the most impactful thing that's happened to you so far since being in this business?
The most impactful thing. Wow, that's a good one. The most impactful thing is meeting like-minded individuals, right? It's meeting somebody who think the same way I think. Like, there's more. There's something out there. There's not just your 9 to 5. It's not just your regular job. There is actually more out there that could help you achieve the goals that you want to achieve. You know, we all look at how we was all taught, go to school, get your high school diploma, go to college,
Get a good job.
get a
Yep.
good job, work till you're 62, retire, then try to live your life when you old and gray. But there is something more out there to where, yo, what are we doing here? Right? So the impact I could pretty much say is I found a community that, you know, think like me, that's pretty much on the same page as I am.
And that's good. You know, it's one of the things that we're learning in our training groups, because we have training groups early in the morning, is that if you want to change your circle, you got to change your circle. Like, if you want to do and be better, you got to be around people who have those same goals and maybe a few steps ahead. But let's talk about something else, because I don't know what your goals are, and you're going to tell me in a minute, but I know what my goal is. I like my job. I like what I do. I'm not in a rush to say I want to quit my job. I just want to be able to say, oh, I don't have leave. Yeah, I'm going to go anyway, because I know my job, that my business is going to cover it. But my ultimate goal right now is I want to buy about 5 to 7 acres of land so I can build my own family compound.
Okay. I was just looking at a compound like that on something else, and I was like, yo, this be awesome if it's one house here, the main house will be me. You go to the backyard, go across the yard, my mother. Go to the other side, go across the yard, my sisters and everything, the kids, my kids and whatnot. And that's definitely a good goal. My goal is I love what I do. I've been I always I can't say I always wanted to do law enforcement, but there was a time that, you know, me and my brother was like, hey, we're gonna be like bad boys together and do law enforcement. So I decided to be like, you know what? I went forward with it. And I love the fact what I do. I help people. I, take down bad guys, and I help, this little people. I'm the wolf, guarding the sheep, and so me leaving my job is not an option, but this business is giving me that option on when it's time for retirement. Guess what? Deuces. And I don't have to come back, right? Because right now, I don't know if you know, Tisha, or anybody out there, 20% of the workforce is going back to work after retirement.
Oh, yes. That is. And that's a problem. That's a problem because when you retire, you're not supposed to rehire, and I don't like the idea that people, like when we talk to people about this business and they'll say, oh, well, I don't want to start right now. I want to wait till I retire. And I'm always like, why? Like, why do you want to wait till you have less money? Why not prepare yourself to have more money? Or somebody that says, and this is what kicked off the conversation. We was talking about somebody who didn't want to join the business right now because they wanted to pursue their dream of being a nail tech. Well, at this current time, they weren't licensed, didn't have certification. They were doing it out of their parents' house, but they thought that they could pursue their dream with no income. So let's talk about that, because that's really what the meat and potatoes of our conversation back then.
Yes. So that individual that told you that, I was like, wait a minute. Don't they understand it's all right to have your dreams, right? There's plenty of people that they want to be an artist. They want to be a barber, a hairstylist, a nail stylist. They want to be a dancer. They graphic design personnel, something. They want to be, they want to draw and be a cartoon character builder and everything. Those their dreams, right? Then reality hit when you need some money and you need a job, and then that job take up so much of your time to where now you're not even able to get into your dream, do what you always wanted to do. But this business.
But let's be real though. Any dream that you have, it all costs money. Whether it's the certification, the supplies, the tools, it just doesn't have, you can have talent, but talent is never enough. Like, I'm gardening, but it's not like somebody's dropping off free seeds and free pots and free dirt. I got to go to the store to build up my gardening thing. So a lot of people misunderstand the fact that, oh, I have this dream and think a 9-to-5 job or a 10 to 12 job is going to do it. It's going to do anything, because it's just not enough.
It's not enough when you got bills. Them bills is coming.
Get rid of.
There's no stopping that. You need a roof over your head. Guess what? That rent is due on the 1st. That mortgage is due on the 1st. You need lights on. Guess what? That's due. Just to be on this live right now, we need Wi-Fi. We don't pay that bill for Wi-Fi, we're not getting it. So to have a plan B, this is the plan B for some. You could take your plan B to supply your plan A, and you never know. Your plan B may get bigger than your plan A and replace your plan A. And now it replaced your plan A, not to where you stop your dream, but it replace it financially to where now you can actually hone into your dreams and do what you really want to do without worrying about how them bills is getting paid, without worrying about how to keep them lights on or keep food in your kids' mouths.
Yeah. A lot of people have amazing dreams. And I've asked the group to go ahead put into the chat what their dreams are, but it does take money. And some of these dreams, you don't want to be struggling. There's no need to struggle when we have something here that can actually help you when it comes to fulfilling your dreams. Now, your dreams may not be something small. I mean, something big. It could be something small. You know, your dream could be to own your first house. You know, your dreams. What are your dreams? What's your dream?
My dream is to be rich, right? Rich and famous. My dream is I want to be able. I'm living my dream right now, right? Like I said, I always wanted to be a cop. I want to be like Bad Boys, running the streets, But I'm Bad Boys to pay the bills. I really want to be Mike Larry to where I don't need my bills is being paid, but I'm having fun. Right?
There you go.
So that's part of my dreams. I'm living it now, but my future dreams is to really just put my feet up and just live life. Travel the world, butler service every room I have. I don't want to clean up the house no more. I want to get a maid. I want a maid. I don't trust too many people cooking, so I'm going. The wife is still gonna cook. But when it comes down to having a bigger house than I already have, I'm not cleaning that. I'm gonna have somebody cleaning for me. My dreams is when my kids get older and I have, they made me a grandpappy and everything. I could honestly just go around, run around with them. And if they messed up, guess what? The maid gonna clean that. Those big dreams. You gotta have big money for big dreams like that. To have somebody on payroll to clean up your house.
And you know what? I think your dreams are doable because that's kind of close to what I want. Because this house that I'm working on, it's just the first house. I do want to get a custom house that I can custom build on my lot, that I can build a separate house for my mom, far enough where she can't walk too fast, but I'm gonna get her a golf cart so she can get around. And then I want to have rental property at the front so I can make some money off of it. But I want to be able to use this business to travel the world to places that most people dream about. And I want to be able to show other people how to be able to use this opportunity that we're trying to get people to pay attention to not just feel your dreams, but guys, it's going to pay your bills. Now, we have some business partners on here right now. I want you to drop in the comments if this business has been able to help pay some bills and take some things off the table so you can use that extra income for your dreams.
Drop it in the comments, y'all. I'm looking at it,
I think we all gonna get butler services and maids out of this because Luce is getting the same thing.
Listen, definitely. And we're not just talking about butler service when you go on vacation, when you on that luxury trip. Now I'm talking about I got, the maid's house in my backyard. Like the maid or the butler, they headquarters is in the backyard. You ring a bell, pick up a phone, be like, listen, I'm having guests over, so I need you to come over here and make sure these toilets are clean, real good. That's the maid. That's the maid and the butler service I want.
Well, that works. Let's hit this question that Tiffany has, because I remember I just asked, put in the comments if you've made any money from this business yet. Well, Tiffany says that she hasn't booked her first trip yet. Well, let's talk about the fact that booking trips is not the only way to make money. Let's talk about the team building aspect and how that can really fuel your vehicle to reach your dreams faster than just helping people travel the world.
It's in this business, the people make the business. You win, I win. Right? So it's the people in this business that's fueling the industry right now. In order for you to make that, it all go back to this same mindset. Everybody having the same mindset. Everybody have a goal they want to achieve. So by me helping you achieve your goal is eventually achieving my goal. So my goal is to really help you to achieve your goal. And hopefully you could reciprocate that to somebody else and help that person to achieve their goal. And the cycle just keep turning. So it keep turning. And when that cycles keep turning, that's where our residual money is coming in at.
Yes.
You know?
Helping people.
Like our cousin said, Warren Buffett cousin, he says it take people to make money. If he was able to make his millions all over again, it'd be in network marketing.
He did say that, and he does own a share in the travel industry. What we do is we show people how team building and helping other people with passions. Like, I have a passion for travel when I first got started, and don't get me wrong, I still love to travel. I just elevated it. I'm a little bougie now. But my passion now is to show other people how to find financial freedom through this opportunity, whether it is from building a team or booking amazing trips. My goal is to help people fund their life and be able to do just like you said, Alfonso, to have fun at work, but not have to go to work if they didn't want to. You want to keep going to work because you love what you do, not because you need the check. And that's how I want to get to.
Yes, exactly. Like, I speak to people and everything, and they like, and I ask them, I'm like, when can you retire? How long do you have left on your job? And they like, oh, the retirement age, or I gotta do 25, 55. Oh, I'm like, so in 25 years, if you at 50, you still gotta work? They like, yeah, I gotta have both, right? 25 and you gotta be 55 to retire. I'm like, I got 3 more years on the job before I'm eligible for retirement. I'll be 42. So you got to stay on the job for 25 years. You have to stay on the job till you're 55. And I'll be 42 when I could walk away. But that's an option that I have. I'm not leaving. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to leave. But if my business runs to where in 3 years I'm a 3-star director, I don't know. I might have to just be like,
may have to rethink
42,
that.
I'm done.
But see, the thing is, you're giving yourself options. And that's the thing that's the thing. That's the key thing. It's like when it comes to retirement and a retirement age, I look at it as a suggestion. But I personally do not want to work till I'm 62 unless that includes me being on a cruise ship somewhere.
And they're fighting to bring it up. What's they talking about? 72?
Yeah. And it doesn't make sense because it doesn't make sense. And right now, the way people are living, the way the economy is, I had to have a conversation with my mom because she keeps saying, oh, you need to save money. I said, Mom, I got to pay bills first. I can't save what I don't have. It's like, oh, you need to put a little aside. I said, no, I need to pay off my bills first. And then I need to go food shopping. Then I need to pay some more bills. And then guess what? There's another bill in the house. But we don't have it like our parents did and our grandparents did, where the cost of living and the living wage matched. They haven't matched almost 30 years. And I'm in finance and I do the budget for the government. Trust me, nothing balances. Not like it's supposed to. We can no longer survive on just one stream or even 2 streams of income. We can no longer sit there and say, oh, it's this network marketing thing. Guys, you do this all day, every day, don't you? How many times, Alfonso, have you recommended a place to eat, a barber, a game, something?
All the time.
And how many times did they give you a check? Because I'm telling you right now, as many times as I've recommended Netflix, on my account should be free.
Facts. Facts. One person got a question here. Let's read this question. It says, please share personal success stories or explain of others who have used travel to transfer their lives. You want to take that?
Sure. So basically, let me see if I can find it. No, I went too far up. There it is. So basically, some of the success stories that I have for myself, I've used travel to, well, first thing I did was take my mom to Dominican Republic. She had never been. The company had an event, and I said, Mom, you want to go? She said, sure, never been. I said, great. So I got to spend like 4 or 5 days in Dominican Republic, and she got a chance to meet the team back then. She got a chance to meet the founders of both of the companies. So she got a really good understanding of what I'm doing and why I was doing what I was doing. But it was powerful to me because I got to travel with my mom. And as our parents age, you want to spend as much time as you can with them. And me and my mom, as you'll know soon, Alfonso, because you're going to meet her soon, travel is our thing. She's the traveling mom of the group. So everybody just calls her mom, you know, but it has helped me pay off credit card bills. Like I was talking to somebody yesterday, we was talking about your credit. You know, we was talking about how she don't know how to fix her credit. I said, you need to bring in more income. That's the only way to fix your credit. I said, I would not be getting this house if it was not for this business, because it's helped me pay off things I've needed to pay off to get my credit score to go up over 150 points in less than a year. You know, I've watched people who have been able, like one girl on my team, she was super excited because of this business. It made her mom get a passport, something her mom never wanted to get. She got to take her mom on her first international trip. So guys, what I want you to understand is that everything that we're doing, it's not all materialistic. It's not like buying Bentleys and all these fancy cars. You know, some of these are memories that are really important to us. You know, so what about you? What you got for me, Alfonso?
So my success was when I first got into the business and I went to ITQ and I took my wife with me.
Are you going this year?
No, I'm not. I had to decide ITQ or convention, and I'm going back to convention. So when I took my wife to ITQ, it was her first time, and she, you know, she never been on a cruise. I never been on a cruise, and we loved it. And the fact I was able to make her first, right? She never been nowhere. You know, I've been a couple of places and everything, but she never been nowhere. And to make it to where she was able to get out of the country. Even when I took her to Jamaica, and she always wanted to swim with the dolphins. That was her dream. So we went to Jamaica and we did Dunhill River Falls, and we did swimming with the dolphins. And it freaked her out. She pretty much almost hyperventilated in the water. Like, she was like, I don't want to touch that. I can't swim. How is this life jacket holding me up? What's going on? You know, they were like, relax, just calm down. They talked her through it, and it was the most amazing sight. She pretty much cried after, and she was like, thank you. And that right there was my understanding that it's a wrap. This business is giving me them options that I always wanted to have. And I just ain't know how to get it. Now I'm able to get it. And knowing I always wanted this, I know there are other people that wanted the same exact thing. So I'm out here trying to help them achieve it too.
And that's amazing to have those kind of memories, you know, because memories are important. The experiences are important that we're having. You know, I think the best one I have of you was when we were sitting at the bar after convention and we just going back and forth, role playing. Everybody just looking at us like, what are they doing? Because he would tell me something and I would shoot an answer back. And they was like, somebody was like, yo, it's a New York thing. We was like, okay, whatever. But like, that was like fun to meet somebody like you who was like spitfiring stuff at me and I was spitting it back. We was just having fun. And I was like, yeah, I could roll with him. I said, and he looked like my bodyguard. I could do that. You know, but guys, so those, what?
It's just, it was fun. Hey, being around you, being around the team, y'all welcome me with open arms and everything. So I felt comfortable being myself with you and everything. And you was helping me. You was helping me out with the how to talk to people, because us New Yorkers, we tough. We're tough. We're not trying to hear none of that. We're not trying to hear, oh, opportunity, get out of here. You know what I mean? Like, we get 3-car Montes all the time and everything. We get the, send me $1,000. I could flip it and make 10. Like, get out of here. We getting all these scams and everybody trying to make it somewhere and everything. And now all of a sudden, you trying to talk to me about this opportunity? Get out my face with that, right? So it was one of those, you was helping me. I was spitting it back at you. I was like, nah, that's one of those pyramid jump offs. Get out of here with that. And you were like, oh, like your job? I'm like, oh, no, she did it. I'm like, no, she did it. Like my job? What you mean? And it's like, yeah, like your job. Everybody, that's the first thing I always get, especially in New York, right? Every time I speak to somebody, it's like, oh, you in one of those pyramid things. And I'm like, what is a pyramid to you? Let's build it up, right? The pyramid at the top is small. At the bottom is big, right? Like, let's think about a corporation. You got your CEO who built the company. You got his executives, right? From the executives, you got the branch manager, the regional manager, then it go down to the supervisor, then it go down to the employees. The employees make the most of the pot. But the employees will never get up to where the CEO is making. They be lucky to get a couple levels up. You go from employee to a supervisor. You that good, they probably make you the branch supervisor. If you that good, you go to school, you got your degree and everything. Now they like, oh, you're a little educated. So now we're gonna make you a regional manager. I got regional manager now. Now let me maybe kiss some butt. And now I could get a little bump up.
Look, let me tell you.
That's an if, right? But
let me say from the government side, though. I got it even worse. From the government side, you want to move up, you got to wait till they go off. You got to wait till that person dies. Because when people get in those good, sweet positions, they're not going nowhere. They was like, I will die here. I have a great job. I got great pay. I'm happy. So no matter which way you look at it, Alfonso, there's some kind of ceiling or something stopping you in those pyramids. You got to wait for an opening. But with this opportunity, you create your opening. There's no waiting.
Yes. You want to make $500 a month?
Let's make $500 a month.
You want to make $4,000 a month?
Yeah.
Do it. You want to make 10, 20, 30, 40? It's endless.
And it's actually happening. It's actually happening. We're not just spitting numbers out. There are people in our organization who are making anywhere from $4 to $125K every single month.
And it's
I'm not going to tell you where I lay because I ain't got none of that money to give away.
Exactly. But it's proven. This is what the IRS is saying. We got proof.
We got proof.
It's a business, right? Guess who got their hands out? Every quarter. If you making that good money every quarter, who got their hands out? Or every year, who got their hands out? The IRS. And dare you not to pay taxes.
They'll find you.
They will.
I used to be a collection agent. Trust, we find you.
But everybody always say how some people don't pay taxes, right? We're not going to get political, but just to keep it closed down, some people are able to benefit the tax code from a business, not from a W-2.
A 1099 versus a W-2. And there really is a difference. Being that I worked for the IRS for several years in different capacities, there is actually a book that they had about the tax benefits of owning a business. And that's really what was like, maybe I should pay attention to my business a little bit more. Because when I went to lunch, I read the book while they were hee and ha, and I was reading this book. I was like, so wait, if I had a business, I can do this. Now, guys, we're going to tell you right now, go get your CPA, go get your professional to do your taxes. But just know there are benefits from any business, whether you have a storefront or at home. Go get a CPA. That's my disclosure. But at this point, you know what we're going to do, Alfonso? We're going to tell them how to join us, right? So you guys are watching this either from his live, my YouTube channel. If this is something you want to have a further conversation with, just go ahead and shoot us a message or tag us inside of the chat, and we will go back and we'll start a conversation with you guys. It's a $200 investment. It's less than Starbucks for a month. Look, it's Starbucks for a week. You know, for some people, it could be your lunch.
Some people, it could be the new shoes that they got on their feet.
You know, yeah, you got to sacrifice something to move up. You got to sacrifice something. You know, this is not going to be like, what did I was watching? Oh, ironically, it was a commercial for a bank. I don't even know why they were saying this, but they was like, overnight success is not overnight. I was like, yo, let me write that down. Because it's true. I'm going to be very honest. As those who know me, I'm very honest and upfront. This is not going to be a situation when you join either of us and you're going to be a millionaire tomorrow unless you come with a millionaire basket of eggs. It's not going to happen. But we are going to train you. We are going to coach you. We're going to connect you with all the right people that you need to be connected with. We're going to get you in front of the information. We're going to travel together and we're going to have fun. And we're going to eat well, especially if you're in my inner circle. You're going to eat well.
I like to eat.
Yes, he does.
You know, listen, guys, this $199, right? It's $199 to start. It's $60 to maintain. You get two business in one, right? The sky's is the limit. You generate whatever income you feel like generating, right? You could save money too on your travel. You stop traveling like a consumer. You're gonna travel like a merchant now.
Yep.
Right? We're gonna do everything like a merchant now. When you decide to go to that concert, do it through yourself. Get that commission yourself. When you decide to go to that Broadway show, my New Yorkers, you know, yeah, do it through yourself. Matter of fact, rock the mic with DJ Cali? Is it Cali? Is what? Next year. Book it yourself. Make that money. Right?
But don't let that money make you.
That's it.
All right, guys. We're going to wrap this up. Hopefully you enjoyed our time. You enjoyed the conversation. You're going to give us some likes. You're going to make sure that you like and follow our pages respectively. And we hope to see you at the beaches and the banks. But for me, you're going to be cruising because we're going to cruise to those checks because I like to cruise.
Rats. Listen, guys, you know, thanks for joining. And we, you know, appreciate all the response, all the support. If you catch this on the replay and everything, look, hit us up. If, you know, you want to find a better way, there is a better way right here. If you think it's too good to be true, well, it is good and it is true. Like, keep it 100, right? Us New Yorkers, we keep it a buck all the time. 100, right? We keep it a buck. Listen,
true.
This is plan B that could turn into plan A. It's all up to you. Invest in yourself. You invest in that time at work, 12, 15, 20 hours a day. It's time to invest in yourself. And you be good. Let's make this money. Let's get on the beach and let's get our butlers in the house, clean our houses up. Not no robots, all right? Not no robots. Eli Manning, he's on some iWatch, iRobot. I am not buying one of those.
Yeah, so he's on an iRobot rant. So at that point, we're going to go. That'll be another conversation about iRobot. and no robots for him. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. And